Alright, so let's go through this second variation. And the way that this works is it starts by building the E chord. So what I do is I make an E chord with my left hand, and then I take my pointer finger off the fretboard and I hammer it on to the first fret, 3rd string. And now I'm only playing strings 4, 3, and 2, roughly. It doesn't really matter, you can play any of them. It's all part of that E chord, but I'm trying to keep it kind of concise there. So that's the first thing that I do. Then I come up and play an A chord by just barring the first 4 strings on the 2nd fret, and I'm only playing strings 4, 3, and 2. And then I play this, and what I'm doing for that is I have my middle finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, my ring fingers on the 4th fret, 3rd string, and then I'm also playing the D note, the open D note, or the open 4th string. So I'm playing strings 4, 3, and 2. So really I'm playing strings 4, 3, and 2 on each of those. So that's what I'm doing. There's the E, there's the A, there's that version, kind of like an E7. Then we're back to the A, and what I do is I go back to the E, but I play it ahead of the beat, like that. So if we're counting this, it would sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that comes in on the and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See how that comes in on the and instead of on the 1? The first time it comes in on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. And that's what gives it that kind of pull, I think. If you try and play it right on the beat, it gets really boring. And with the jam track, it'll make a lot more sense. I've also got that version of me playing it. I've got a jam track with me playing it, so you can hear how you don't have to watch this video again. Okay, so that's the E part. Just repeats. Now for the A part, there's a couple ways you can do this, but here's how I did it. Play the A, which we already covered. So that's strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. But I'm just barring the first 4 strings there on the 2nd fret. And then I played this, which is I've got my middle finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and my ring finger now is on the 4th fret, 4th string, and so I've got that open G note, which is right in the middle there, that open 3rd string, and I'm playing strings 4, 3, there's that open string, and 2. It sounds kind of like it clashes if you just single out the notes like that, but that's what I was doing. Okay, and then I go ahead and come up here to the 5th fret, and I've got my ring finger and my middle finger both on the 5th fret. My ring finger is on the 2nd string, my middle finger is on the 4th string, and I'm skipping that 3rd string again, leaving it open, that open G string. Playing those same 3 strings. So we have A, this, and then back to the A. So that's how we're going to do the A part. And then back to the E. Okay, and then I came to the E, or sorry, to the B, and I made a B chord like this. I use my pinky. A lot of people use their ring finger by barring the first 4 strings here on the 4th fret, pointer finger down on the 2nd fret, 5th string. You're only going to play strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. That's a B chord. So I played that, and then I went. Now this is kind of a useful thing to think about making a chord like this out of the B chord. So if you have your B like this, we're going to trade places. This is how I visualize it on the neck. I've got my pinky there. I'm going to trade places and just put my pointer finger in that place so that I can come up here and make this chord, which is an E chord. You're just making it in a different place. So there's your your pointer finger is down on the 4th fret, barring the first 4 strings. Middle finger goes down on the 5th fret, 2nd string. Ring finger goes down on the 6th fret, 4th string. And that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to slide up one more. We're going to keep this bar. Now this will be the trickiest part. Keep this bar here and put your pinky down on the 7th fret, 2nd string, and your ring finger down on the 7th fret, 4th string, so that you're playing that. Now if that's too much of a struggle, you can cheat it. You can go. You could just put your pinky down up here if you want, just keeping these down, and play strings 2 and 3. Not quite as cool sounding. So that's what I did. And then I'm back. So that's the B part. And then back to the A. And then back to the E. Now, what's nice is you can mix and match some of these licks with the previous version. So the previous one, some of that's already there, but then when you go to the B, for example, instead of doing that, that's where you could have went. And you know, when you start taking these little licks and you start going, okay, I can always use this when I'm playing a B, or I can always, if I'm playing it, you know, I can always come up here and go. That one lick changed the way I play rhythm. I use that all the time if I'm ever playing. Because I realize I have all these little options. If I just switch places with my pinky here, come to this side of the chord, watch my ring finger here. It's just all on the same fret, but I have all these licks that I can do. And it works all around that B chord. And it would work for any other chord. So hopefully that's giving you some ideas for how you can play rhythm. Make sure you download the jam tracks and practice with that, the tab as well. All of that's free. Just wanted to give that back to the guitar community, and hopefully a lot of people find it useful. All right, that's what we have in this lesson.